What's good, YouTube? Back with another one. Before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. But let's get right into it. Now in this video we got to talk about homicide number 29 of 2016, the murder of Candice Rochelle Bobb, an innocent woman caught in the deadly Rexdale gang war. It was Sunday, May 15, 2016 when Candice Rochelle Bobb, 35 of Malton, was riding in the backseat of a car. She was returning from a men's league basketball game in the city's East End where one of her friends was playing that evening. She was a mother of 2 and 5 months pregnant at the time. She was one of 4 people riding in the vehicle on their way to drop one of their friends back off that they had picked up earlier at John Garland Boulevard and Jamestown Crescent. According to reports, the driver of the vehicle entered John Garland Boulevard from Martin Grove and proceeded eastbound when the vehicle made a U-turn just before Jamestown so they can let out the friend. At around 11 p.m., as soon as the vehicle stopped in front of the Jamestown complex, that's when an unknown assailant opened fire, hitting the vehicle 4 times. As the driver sped off in a panic, that's when they realized Rochelle, who was sitting in the backseat, was shot. She was driven to Etobicoke General Hospital where she was pronounced dead and her baby was delivered via emergency C-section.
It's heartbreaking for me. Believe me that this is too much. This is too much. They really need to do something about this.
The violence needs to stop.
It's like it's a gang war and you have a retaliation. So if there's a shooting here, they go against the other gangs and the gangs keep coming back. So we keep going in circles here.
At the time of delivery, the baby was transported to the trauma center at Sunnybrook Hospital, but unfortunately, baby Kyrie would die 3 weeks later.
The level of violence here is astronomically high. If the offender or offenders are identified and arrested, they would also be charged in the homicide of baby Kyrie.
While today's announcement by police may sound like a no-brainer, in the legal community, the second charge for the murder of baby Kyrie would be precedent-setting, according to former prosecutor and current defense attorney David Butt.
So people will say, well, you know, it didn't really, the gunshot didn't really cause the death of the baby, it caused the death of the mother, and it was something else that caused the death of the baby. And then on the other side, they'll argue, well, yes, but the baby wouldn't have been at risk unless the mother had been shot. So that'll be a very interesting debate, and ultimately it'll be up to a jury to decide.
Butt says it all comes down to the legal argument over the cause of Kyrie's death.
If one person hits another and causes a bruise, you know, there's no issue about how the bruise was caused. But in this case, it's much more indirect. So it was the death of the mother that led to the early delivery, and the early delivery had complications that led to the death. So you've got this indirect chain. And the question is, how far down that chain do you go in holding someone responsible?
Police believe that the U-turn that the vehicle made could have spooked gang members in the community that thought rival gangs might be pulling up to shoot, or it could have been outside gangs looking to shoot someone in that area due to the fact that there's been a string of shooting in that same place. According to police, Jamestown has been the site of a number of shooting deaths in recent years. Among them, 14-year-old Lacent Ross, who was gunned down last July, just steps away from where Rochelle was fatally shot on Sunday. In March 2015, stay-at-home dad Donald Beckles was shot multiple times in the same area where Ross was shot. And in February 2013, 15-year-old Jarvis was also killed after a shooting at the Jamestown housing complex.
Say that our victim was not known to police. He wasn't a troublemaker. He was a good kid. He was attending school. And he resided with his family in this community. We're investigating. It's an ongoing investigation. It's pretty early on. We're hopeful because it was a long weekend and today is family day that people may have been up later than they normally would have been. Instead of retiring early to go to bed or school, that people would be up and have seen something that they can report to the police and assistance. Jarvis Montague was out socializing with friends and family outside his home located at Jamestown Crescent in the Jamestown Crescent community. It was approximately 10 before 11 p.m. when he was approached by a lone male walking in this direction. He shot Jarvis. Jarvis took off and collapsed a short distance away. The assailant or the suspect turned around and walked back from the same direction that he came from. Jarvis went in an opposite direction from the shooter. He traveled a short distance up here this way, turning to the left, and he collapsed just shortly before a set of stairs.
A year after Rochelle's death, her mother and her sister would do a press conference asking the public for help. Toronto police would also offer a $50,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of the murderer of Candice Rochelle Bobb and her son, baby Kyrie.
First off, our family would like to thank everyone for their prayers, well wishes, and continued support. It has been a very difficult year for all of us. I'd also like to thank the police for working tirelessly and try to solve this case, and also to the media for keeping the story in the spotlight. We'd also like to mention and to thank the person who paid for the headstone, and they wish to remain anonymous, so we'd like to really thank them for that. Rochelle was a young mother who was brutally gunned down, as Sergeant Carboni had said, a year ago on John Garland. And at the time she was pregnant, and we lost baby Kyrie. He came into this world way too early and under extremely difficult circumstances. He didn't make it. Their deaths has been very difficult for us. It has left a void in our lives. Rochelle was the life of the family. She kept us all together. She's got a great sense of humor. We missed her laughter, we missed her smile, and we missed her beautiful, beautiful hazel eyes. She left behind 2 boys, and they missed their mom every minute of the day. We miss her dearly. We like to reach out to the public, to the members of the community of John Garland and Jamestown. We're asking for any information that you have, no matter how small the detail is. We're asking you to call Crime Stoppers, to go to your local police, to tell someone. We know someone in the neighborhood knows something, and we're asking each and every one to just search your heart. She could be your sister, she could be your daughter, your friend. We're pleading with the public to come forward. We need some answers. To the killer, we're asking you to turn yourself in. It has been a year, and you're out there enjoying life, and we've been handed a life sentence. We're still trying to come to grips with what happened and how you could have done something so senselessly. You don't deserve to have that freedom. We haven't been free in over a year. So we're asking you to get your lawyer and turn yourself in. If anyone knows anything, please, we're asking you.
It's been 9 years since the murder of Candice Rochelle Bobb and her unborn baby Kyrie, and the murder remains unsolved. If you have any information, make sure you contact the family. I'm sure they're still seeking closure. Y'all can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Instagram, Rockboy Ninja, and let me know in the comment section if y'all want more videos like this.